Three different offers, three different messages, and companies promising something new and better before the poster again reflected in the little eyes full of anticipation. It was a sleekly designed piece that only barely utilized the possibilities of the digital screen by including a slowed down video extracted from the performance. The copy was standard to what one could expect from a freak show. Letters stretched and bent, but the colors limited so they maintained some mystique and didn't appear childish. They have been using the same graphics and language to talk to the city, which kept evolving faster than anybody could comprehend. The image of the human-like figures with glowing necks, arms and faces became a part of daily visuals, as grey as the walls of the building behind it. The girl finally got satisfied with what she had seen and followed her grandmother's pull forward. The woman knew she would hear about the poster for the next few minutes, and she would again have to repeat the same sentences, trying to get through to the little brain and make it understand that it was not in her power, nor in the power of her parents to take her to the show. But unexpectedly, the girl remained quiet all the way home. When they entered the apartment, she slipped out of her grandma's grip and ran upstairs to her room, closing the door behind. She didn't seem upset. She didn't voice any concerns. That was unusual for her little Nora, Helen thought. But after all, children change their opinions very quickly, and perhaps there was an idea Nora had to execute straight away. Helen continued through the hall of their apartment towards the kitchen, where her husband, daughter, and son-in-law sat around the dinner table. Their eyes were focused on something lying on the wooden surface, and they only looked up once Helen got right behind her husband's chair and touched his back. Oh, hey, you are back. Her daughter smiled in her direction, but her eyes moved back down before Helen even responded. Leaning over her husband's head, she saw what they were watching. It was a small screen playing a video showing the People of Light performance. It was clearly filmed from the audience, as the view often got obstructed by someone's head. I thought they weren't allowed to film from the audience? Helen nodded, surprised. We weren't, but we did. Her son-in-law sounded almost proud. You went? Why didn't you tell me? How is Nora supposed to get over her obsession with these creatures if you keep feeding them to her? It took a moment before anyone responded. But her daughter looked from the screen on which a silhouette was spinning in a ring at a scarily high speed. We knew you wouldn't approve of it. You never liked them, and Nora will be fine. We won't show it to her. Helen didn't say anything in response. She only shook her head and continued to the kitchen to drop off the shopping she was carrying the whole time. Leaning on the counter, she watched the three people by the table for a moment. They were doing well. Although Helen herself didn't work anymore and cared for Nora, the rest all had jobs that kept them busy, but also allowed them to live a comfortable life. Not everyone was this lucky, and they all knew it. Even her husband, who has been becoming quieter with age, and her son-in-law, who turned her beloved only child into a rule breaker, often defying her mother. At the end of the day, they always met here, ate dinner, watched a movie, walked or played a board game, like a family should.